Oh, I'm outside. Been cooped up for a little while. Oh man, we need to do a video. It's not that we need to do a video. So I've been cooped up, man. I need to get some fresh air. You might hear some birds chirping. You might hear a dog bark. But I've been trying not to go out. So today the sun was shining because it's not only the other stuff going on in the world, but it's been raining. But today the sun was out. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go outside, kick back on the zero gravity chair, relax a little bit. And then the package came that I've been waiting on so I can finish a build. It's gonna be one of my weirdest boards I've ever built. But don't worry, I didn't forget about you. Is this thing on? This thing is on. Beer of the video. This time it's PBR. Can't beat it. I don't know if you know this about PBR. It used to just be called Pabst, and then it won a blue ribbon at a festival, and then it became Pabst Blue Ribbon. And also, it's the second oldest brewery in America, Yuengling in Pennsylvania being #1. However, funny story, they don't can their own beer. Coors cans them. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. All right, let's set up a board. What do we got? What are we working with? I'd like to point out that this zero gravity chair seems like it's going to work very well for setting up a board. Just throwing that out there. All right. Should we talk components as we go, or one at a time, or all at once? Okay, I'm going to go as we go. So we'll put all the extras down on the ground for now, and just bring the board up. Bum, bum, bum. Chris Miller, Cat Blood, made by Welcome. Look, I love Welcome boards. My bowl board's a 10-inch Chris Miller Welcome. I just love the fact that old school Chris Miller is with such a new school type company, and this company's just making the raddest shapes. And my bowl board's the most comfortable board I have under my feet when riding transition. So I wanted to get this, and I don't even know what I'm going to use it for. I use my Pow Flight decks for street. I use the bigger boards for transition. So I thought I would do a crazy build with this. So probably want the dimensions on this because it's a little weird. Can you tell? Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let's do some dimensions. First, I'll read you what the Welcome board shapes chart says, and I'll throw it on the screen somewhere. Okay, so the Welcome shape chart says that this is the Cat Blood 2.0. It is an 875 across, 32 by 88 long. It is supposed to feel like an 8.5 when you ride it, and it needs 149, 159 trucks, probably depending on the brand that you use. So we'll talk trucks here in a little bit. First thing we got to do is measure it. So it's saying it's 8.5, or excuse me, 875 wide and 32.88 long. Let's check it out. Tape measure. All right, in the middle, we're right at 9 inches. 9 inches in the middle. Up by the bolts. Okay, right in the middle of the two front bolts, we are at just over 8.5. And the back bolts, just under 8.5. Length, it's looking like 32.5. Pretty clean, just a tad over 32.5. And I don't know, the distance between the front bolts and the back bolts is 14 3/4. And I don't know, 3 fingers of flat in the front, 3 fingers of flat at the tail. I've never done this type of video, so I'm just giving you information I've seen from some of the experts like Mr. Ben DeGrosse and those other dudes. Alright, so first thing I do is grip this. Now, unfortunately, they don't do clear grip tape and all that, so got to grip over this awesome design. It's a pretty sick top cover. I really like the purple. I like the welcome eye. I like the bird. I like Chris Miller's name here. I'm just a big fan. The way this board looks top and bottom. We're going to use some AM grip. This is what I've got on hand. This is what we're going to use. Now, it looks like a little bit of pink might show through the little skater guy there. Let me see. Nope. Oh, yep, it will. It will. So, we're going to sticker bomb that right underneath the AM grip. Got this welcome sticker. It came with the board. I'm going to do a really unprofessional job on this. I'm just going to eyeball it. Got enough grip on all sides. The sticker needs to go here. Boom. Boom. And that's what we're going to go with. There you have it. Alright. So I don't mind hand grip. I prefer mob the most. But if you order Revive boards, you might as well get some hand grip, support another small business, especially at this time. I did just buy a board from Revive, which I don't know if I'll skate it or not, but I wanted to support Johnny Geiger because he's rad, and so I bought the tie-dye board for that. We can't mess this up because we got almost exactly the right amount of grip tape. 9 inches of grip tape to a 9-inch at some point on the board. So I'm just going to feel for the nose and the tail. I'm going to eyeball this the best I can. I'm feeling pretty confident with this. A little overconfident. We did all right. We did all right. All right. Let's bring this down a little bit. This is actually my favorite part. Favorite part of skateboarding, other than actually skating, is making an outline of a board. That's what she's gonna look like. Now, I probably should switch my blades out before we started this, but it is what it is. Woo. All right. Do a little sand. There we have it. There we have it. Now, I did now bring a nail out. So, got a nail. Got a nail. All right. Pop. 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 And pop. All right. Done. Time for the hardware. In the front, gonna go with some hex, some Allen key, if you will. Actually, I have four green hex, so we're gonna go ahead and use those. In the back, we have 3 gold hex. Oh no, I do have 4. Awesome, I have a full set. Never mind everything I just said. I apparently can't count. That's pretty sweet. Pretty excited about that. All right. Now for this board, we are going to use some very thin rubberized spacers. The wheels I got are 59mm. I'll talk to you about them in a minute. But I'm not sure how close it's going to be. But I don't know. Felt like this was the way to go. Might need to go bigger later, depending on if I get some wheel bite or not. Two, 1. Normally don't use spacers. All right, trucks. You guys ready to talk trucks? Put this down here for now. And let's take a break. Blue ribbon. It's blue ribbon all day. All day. Trucks. We are going with the Grind Kings. Alright, let me stand up. Here we go. See this? Look at all that clearance. So Grind Kings were out back in the day, and we're going to give them a try on their relaunch. Alright, so they're pretty light, and they come with stickers, and I'm a firm believer anytime you order anything it should come with stickers. We're going to take these spacers off completely, and I'll let you know why in a little bit. But first, let's give these a measure. Where do we put the tape measure? Handy dandy tape measure. Alright, the entire hanger sits at 8 3/4. 8 3/4, so it might be a little wide in the back. I think it's going to be good for this board. We're going to find out. That covers the entire width of the spacer, so that's pretty cool. Grab some nuts here. Just gonna throw these on enough. Hold it in place. That looks squished? I feel squished trying to operate when I turn. I'm trying to keep it all in front of you, so I'm doing it a little different than I normally would, but you know what? We adapt and we overcome. Here's the front. Do the same thing we just did. We're going to get rid again of the individual small washers or spacers, however you want to call them. And we're going to save the sticker because I've got a lot of stickers that I do nothing with. But you know what? I like having them. I like having the stickers. And again with this one, we've got to flip the riser pad around and it'll fit the base plate perfectly. Grab our nuts. No comment. No comment on that one. Alright. Yeah. Content's not for kids anyway, so I guess you could comment. Guess it doesn't matter. So one thing I've always failed to do is mark which truck is front and which truck is back. So every time I take a board apart, I have to remember that. But these are brand new, so it doesn't matter. And I do not currently have the correct size Allen key out here to tighten the Grind King Kingpin, which is, as you know, reversed, flat, and not a nut or bolt, but a Allen key. All right, let me give these up a tighten real quick. And through the magic of editing, we are secure with the Grind King Disruptor. I think it says Disruptor. Disruptor? Disruptor. Alright. So there is, due to the rounding here, there is a small gap underneath the spacer and tiny gap on the back end and a little excess hanging off on the front. But it is what it is. You want to talk wheels? Let's talk wheels. For this weird setup, so far we've got a shaped board. We have new Grind Kings, which just came back out with the kingpin difference we talked about. And we're going to ride these POW G slides. So let's look at these G slides. Oop, dropping stuff. That's the G slide right there. Now, if you notice, this is a solid core. This is all a core. This is wheel. So like this can pop out. This whole thing can pop out. I saw it on a Facebook post in a skate group recently. So that's something to watch out for. But this is a 59mm 85A bones. Looks like a tire. There you go. Now, and the plan, interesting plan here, is we're going to use, wait one, Bones race bearings. So what is a Bones race bearing? This is a Bones race bearing. So the interesting part is it has a spacer built into it and sticks out the side. So you don't need the washers that come on the truck, because you pull this as tight as you want and they're going to spin, which means you can put your bolts down on the end of your truck hanger and it's going to fully secure it and allow for free spin. I think that's interesting. Never used it. We'll find out. Easy air bearing pop here. one wheel. And second bearing. Should have said first bearing. Second bearing. Pop this on the ground. There you have it. So now we just need our nut. Skate tool. And we're just gonna go. We're gonna go all the way tight with it. I don't know. See how it works. I am interested. That's all the way tight. And we have a free spinning wheel. No spacer, nut all the way tight. No adjusting needed. I would like to try these bearings and see if they fit like in a standard Bones wheel or a like Spitfire Formula 4, or is that spacer too much with a standard wheel. I already set up the other ones, so we'll just pop those on. And we'll speed this part up. Alright, there you have it. The 8.75, closer to 8.5, 9, 8.5. Chris Miller, welcome. Cat Blood board, set up with Grind Kings, Bones racer bearings or race bearings that don't require spacer, tie them all the way down, and the G-slide, and the G-slide wheels. That's it. Now all we have to do is skate it. That's it. Just gotta skate it now. Little side-by-side comparison with the flight deck. Can you see it? I can.